Good morning. This is the National Weather Service here in San Angelo, Texas, with your weekly weather briefing. We have a couple of key points to address. The first of which is the isolated thunderstorm potential that is going to be in place for locations west of an Ozona to Sweetwater line through Wednesday evening. And then also by the later half of the week, we're going to have high pressure develop across a good portion of the country, and that will also help to create hot and dry conditions for the later half of this week. In fact, if we take a look at the temperature outlook through Monday, you'll notice that for Thursday and Friday in particular, you'll see a pretty good portion of the big country will largely see triple digits for Thursday and Friday afternoons. Temperatures in the 100 to 102 degree range are certainly not out of the question. For locations across the Concho Valley and I-10, we could potentially see temperatures in the middle to upper 90s. Now, with respect to the rain chances, for locations that are across the far western portions of our area, which will be areas that are west of a Sweetwater to Ozona line, there is a low probability that we could see an isolated thunderstorm. Rain chances are about 20% across those locations, and really the main hazard with these thunderstorms will be cloud-to-ground lightning and maybe some moderate rainfall associated with it. For the most part, overall, most locations will remain dry, but for those locations through Wednesday, you have a 20% chance of seeing an isolated thunderstorm in those areas. And generally speaking, if we look in the 6 to 10 day temperature and precipitation outlooks, generally speaking, that high pressure will largely create hot and dry conditions, especially for the later half of this week and into the weekend. So we're likely to see above normal temperatures during that time frame. Now, with respect to our drought summary, as you can see here, most locations have no drought right now. The only place that does, for the most part, is across Crockett County. They have a pretty good portion of their county that's abnormally dry, and maybe a little bit of moderate drought there in the far southwestern portions of their counties, but recent rainfalls have certainly alleviated our drought conditions across our area. So as always, here's some details for some additional resources where you can find additional information. We will have a next briefing updated on Thursday, July 24th by around noon Central Daylight Time. But as always, thanks so much for tuning in. We hope everyone has a wonderful day.